Dear students, in the last session we were discussing regarding the concept of elements of direction. Okay, in that elements of directing, I have already said we have 4 elements in directing, that is supervision, motivation, leadership and communication, and that I have completed what is supervision and what are its features, and I have taken up what is motivation in the last session. And as it is continued part of motivation, see what is motivation? Motivation is nothing but stimulating the people to action. We are stimulating the people to action. Okay, so here as I said earlier, it is one of the complex process because the employees in the organization, they will be from various backgrounds, and the taste and preference, everything is that will be varied from person to person, and it is highly difficult for the manager to attract them and motivate them to do the work for them. For that he has to use various techniques, okay, because the techniques or the need of the person varies, okay, it varies from person to person. So here manager, he has to see all this aspect, and finally he has to motivate the employees. Here I am going to discuss regarding the financial and non-financial incentives. Okay, so this is also a part of the motivation. So how we can motivate the employee? So there are 2 types of motivation here, that is the 2 types of technique, that is financial incentives. So financially motivating the employees as well as the non-financial incentives. Okay, financial and monetary terms alli, hanakasina ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ, non-financial in the sense, okay, we are not going to provide the money, but we are going to provide with some other, like boosting them, ಅದು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು opportunities ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ. Okay, now let us discuss what are these financial and non-financial incentives, which is the topic of today's financial incentives as well as non-financial incentives. So first of all, you should know what is the meaning of incentives. Okay, incentives. See, I have written here, incentives means, okay, yes, all measures which are used to motivate people to improve performance. Okay, so incentives andre, it is nothing but the measures which the organization take, the measures taken by the organization, okay, why? To motivate the people to improve the performance. Andre ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಏನಿದ್ದಾರೋ ಅವರ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸನ್ನು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಮೆಷರ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವೋ, okay, so that can be called as incentives. Okay, because the main objective of the organization is to achieve their goal or reach their goal, and it can be done only with the help of the employees, because employees are the backbone, they are the foundation of any organization. So here the organization, they can use financial incentives or non-financial incentives to motivate the employees. Hope you are clear with this. So incentives means all measures which are used to motivate people to improve the performance. Okay, next let us discuss what are the financial incentives. See, financial incentives in the sense, here we are going to motivate the people financially, or we are going to motivate the people by providing them with the monetary ಅಥವಾ benefits, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹಾಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. Okay, yes, first one, pay and allowance. Pay and allowance. What is this pay? See, pay in the sense, it is nothing but the basic pay given to the employees for the work done. Okay, allowances in the sense, allowances andre, for example, other than pay, other than salary, for example dearness allowance ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಡೈಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ TADA traveling allowance ಇರಬಹುದು. Likewise, for example, there will be the meeting will be organized in the some other places. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೊ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಲವೆನ್ಸ್. So whatever the expenses paid by them, that has to be given by the organization. Likewise, so first financial incentives is pay and allowance. Pay is nothing but the basic salary which is given for them for the work done. So the employees can be motivated financially with the by giving them with the proper pay or proper salary and with the allowances. So allowances in the sense that is given extra than the salary. On the salary ಗಿಂತ ಬೇರೆ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ DNS ಅಲವೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡೈಲಿ ಅಲವೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಟ್ರಾವೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಲವೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಲವೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಫಿನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ the employees in the organization by giving them the good pay. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರ ವರ್ಕಿಗೆ ಏನು ಸರಿಯಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಮಂತ್ಲಿ the basic pay is given well and if they are given with the proper allowances, so it can be act as a good motivation for the employees, because all the employees work in the organization mainly to get the money or mainly to get the salary or wages. Okay, so if the pay is good or if allowances is given for them, the employees will feel motivated. So that is the first financial incentives. Okay, the next is productivity linked wage incentive. Productivity linked, productivity in the sense the output given by the employees. So here the wages or the salary will be linked to the work done, or the salary will be linked, the wage will be linked to the productivity. ನೋಡಿ, wage ಅನ್ನು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? productivity. For example, if the individual, his productivity is good, if his performance is good, so he'll get more wages or he will get more salary. So it can be for an individual or a team. Okay, so if the team is being provided with the certain projects, if the output of that project is good, so the team will be awarded with the productivity linked wage incentives, ಅಥವಾ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಮಾನಿಟರಿ, ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ incentives will be in the monetary form. Okay, that means which are measured in the terms of money. Okay, so productivity linked wage system. So here based on the productivity or based on the output given by the employee or the output given by the team, the wages will be given. So if their productivity is good, if the output is good, if they finish the task in the proper time, so they will be provided with the good or adequate wages. So that is productivity linked wage incentives. Okay. The next is bonus. Okay, so you are already you are familiar with the word bonus. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್, ಈಗ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ಬ್ರದರ್ಸ್, ಯಾರೋ ಕಸಿನ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್, ಸೊ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ನಮಗೆ ಬೋನಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಫಿನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ಸೆಂಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಅದರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ದ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಸೊ ನಮಗೇನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಒಂದು ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಹಬ್ಬದ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ದೆಮ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಬೋನಸ್. ಸೊ ಬೋನಸ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ benefit given to the employee other than the salary. Okay, so many organizations, they'll follow this financial and non-financial incentives mainly to motivate the employees, because once if they are being motivated or if they are being inspired, so they will obviously work for the organization. Okay, so that is regarding the bonus. It is nothing but it is not the salary, it is the extra money given to the employees on the occasion of any festivals or other thing, mainly out of the profits. Okay. Next is profit sharing, somewhat like bonus, profit sharing. So if the company gets more profit, ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಬೆಂಚ್ಮಾರ್ಕಿಗಿಂತ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸಿಕ್ತು, if the company earns more profit, they can share the profits with the employees in the organization. So that is nothing but sharing of profits. So here the employees, they will share the profits in the organization, so that the employees that they can be motivated from this sharing of profits. Okay, next is co-partnership or stock option. Co-partnership or stock option. So here what happens, the company, they will sell their shares not at the market price but at the set price to the employees. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಒಂದು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಶೇರ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಓನರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಪನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಶೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನಿ ಕಂಪನಿ, ಸೊ ಈವನ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಟ್ರೀಟೆಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಓನರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ what happens, the organization, they will sell their shares to the employees, not at the market price but at the set price. So here the employees, they feel like they are the owners of the company. ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಓನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಬರುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಒಂದು ಭಾವನೆ. ನಮಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಒಂದು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ ಒಂದು ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟೆಡ್. ಈವನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ they'll get the ರಿವಾರ್ಡ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಅವರ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿವಿಡೆಂಡ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದೇ ಫೀಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ದ ಓನರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಪನಿ, ಅಥವಾ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ಗುಡ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಸೊ ಈವನ್ they'll get the feeling of that. Even that too is considered as financial incentives. Co-partnership or stock option. Okay, next is retirement benefits. Retirement benefits. Yes, retirement benefits it is nothing but like PF ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಪೆನ್ಷನ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ರಿಟೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ದ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗಿವನ್ ವಿತ್ ಗುಡ್ ಫಿನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಏನು ಬ್ಯಾಕಪ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ the employees already who are working in the organization, even they feel, yes, we are secured here, because after our retirement we will get the retirement benefits in the organization. So that is nothing but the financial support given to the employee after his retirement. So that is retirement benefits. And finally, perquisites. Perquisites. What is this perquisites? So it is also a monetary benefit given to the employee. For example, I have written company's car. The employee, they can be provided with the company's car, so that the employee to travel, he can use the company's car. Medical benefits given to the employee as well as his family, health related issues irbodu. And for example, children's education. Okay, so the employees children, those who are studying in the nearby schools, their fees will be paid by the company, organization, ee reetiyagi. So these are nothing but the perquisites. So many of the organization, so big organization, they do this perquisites. These are the extra benefits given to the employees, perquisites. For example, as I said, using of company's car, medical benefits, free education for the children, like this. Okay, so hope you are clear with this. So these are all the financial incentives given to the employees working in the organization. Financial incentives, it will be in the monetary form. So it is, first one is pay and allowance. Pay in the sense the basic pay, the salary, and the allowance in the sense it is given extra other than the salary. Okay, next is productivity linked wage. For the output given, for the good productivity, for the good result, they will be given with the good salary or wages. Next is bonus. So during the time of the festivals or any occasions, special occasions in the organization, employees are given more than the salary, or extra is given to them, that is known as bonus. Next, profit sharing. If the company gets more profit, the profit will be shared with the among the persons in the among the employees in the organization. So that is also a type of financial incentives. Next, stock option or co-partnership. This shares of the company is given to the employees in the set price, so that the employees, they can have the shares of the company. Even we know the shareholders are the owners of the company, even they feel, yes, they are also having the rights in the company. And retirement benefits, after retirement certain benefits will be given to the employees. And finally, perquisites. This is nothing but the extra benefits given to the employees. Hope you are clear with this. Okay, next is non-financial incentives. Non-financial. Okay, see, non-financial in the sense we are not going to give any money or extra andre hana ಅಂತ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದಲ್ಲ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾನಿಟರಿ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ದೀಸ್ ಇನ್ಸೆಂಟಿವ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾನಿಟರಿ, okay, which can be measured in terms of money, ಹಣದ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, but whereas here in the non-financial incentives, we are going to motivate the people not with the money but with all this incentives. Okay, now let us see. Yes. First one is status. Okay, see, not only in the organization, ಯಾರೇ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, each and everyone, they wish they should have the good status in the society, or they should have the good status in the organization. So here also the employees has to be given with the good position. They has to be recognized. They has to be given with a good responsibility. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರಿಗೊಂದು ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯುತವಾದ ಒಂದು ಜಾಬನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ದ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ದೇ ವರ್ಕ್ ವೆಲ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಗುಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್, ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಗಿವನ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಪ್ರಮೋಷನ್. So their work has to be recognized and they have to be given with the promotion, necessary benefits has to be given to them. So what happens automatically, it gives a status to them. So the status, whatever given to the employee in the organization, that is also a kind of motivation that also encourages the employee in the organization to work well in the organization. Yes, next is organizational climate. Organization. So organizational climate is nothing but the environment in the organization. So the environment should be in such a way that the employee should feel like working in the organization, because it should be not like a dictatorship, everything. So manager ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು obviously, but some level of autonomy has to be given, or some level of powers has to be given to the employees too. So here the climate should be in such a way that even the employees should be given with the certain rights to take the necessary decision. Okay, so there should be a favorable working environment in the organization, so that will feel motivated for the employee to work in the organization. Yes. Next is career advancement opportunities. Career, because when the employees enter into the organization, they expect more from the company. Okay, even they will work for the organization, but what the organization is doing to improve my skills. So here the organization, they has to organize some of the skill development programs or career opportunities, so that the employees in the organization, they will come to know the various kind opportunity or various areas that they can excel and they can improve their performance likewise. Okay, so here the employees has to be given with the career advancement opportunities. So the seminars irbodu athwa interaction with the other organization, they have to be sent to the some other companies, ಅಥವಾ ಇಂದು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಕಳಿಸಬೇಕು, ಈ ಥರ, ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ. ಎಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಎನ್ರಿಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್. Job enrichment. What is this job enrichment? So here the employee, however, they will do their work, but here they has to be given with the, as I said earlier, they have to be given with the responsibility of that work. They has to be recognized for the whatever the work done, and mainly they have to be given with the autonomy, or they have to be given with the powers. Okay, so that will enrich the job, even that will motivate the employees whoever working in the organization. Somewhat everything is similar here. Okay, but here we are not going to motivate them monetarily, but non-monetarily we are going to motivate. Yes, mainly by supporting the employees. Employee recognition program, very much important. Employee recognition, many organization at present, ಸೊ ಅವ್ರೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ, ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್, ಇಫ್ ದ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಯೂನಿಕ್, ಇಫ್ ದೇ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಗುಡ್, so they will recognize, so they will organize a program. So in that they will recognize and they will give, for example, like mastermind awards, ee reetiyagi. So illi enagutte, the employees, they will feel motivated. Yes, even I have to do better, and even I have to get that award, ee reetiyagi. Okay, so employee has to be recognized for the whatever the work done. So organization not only should think of getting the work done by the employees, even they have to think of recognizing whatever the work done by the employees. And finally, next is job security. Job security. So the employees has to be given with the, ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯುತವಾದ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಗಿವನ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರಿಗೊಂದು they should feel, yes, the job is secure, already we are giving them with the financial benefits, even that will motivate them. They feel like yes, their job is secured in the organization, mainly by giving the basic pay, okay, and all other financial incentives, and by all this motivation, non-financially we are motivating them, so they will feel as their job is somewhat secured, okay. So that is nothing but the job security, okay. Next is employee participation. So employee participation in the sense, so if there is any decision making, if there is any getting opinion, even the employees has to be taken into consideration. The employees has to be asked as for any suggestions or any this thing, the employees the feedback from the employees has to be taken, okay. So that is employee participation. Even the employees has to be taken into consideration, and they have to make, the organization has to make the employee participate in the decision making of the organization, okay. See, when the employees feel yes, even we are being considered in the organization, yes, they will feel yes, they have some security, and they will feel yes, ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಗ್ನಿಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೈನಲಿ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ ಎಂಪವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸಿ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ empowerment in the sense they has to be given with the more powers. See, for everything, if they want to depend upon the managers, for ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ if they want to depend upon the top management, yes, what they will feel is ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದ ಒಂದು ಪವರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದೇರ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್, certain levels of powers or autonomy has to be given to the employee, so that it will boost them, and here the employee empowerment will take place. So these are the non-financial incentives. ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದೆ, ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇದಷ್ಟನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಫಿನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ಸೆಂಟಿವ್ಸ್ we are going to motivate the employees financially, whereas in the non-financial incentives we are going to motivate the employee without the monetary benefits. We are going to morally we are going to motivate them. So that is nothing but the status, organizational climate, career advancement opportunity, job enrichment, employee recognition program, job security, employee participation, employee empowerment. Hope you are clear with this topic of financial and non-financial incentives. So these are the techniques used to motivate the employees in the organization. See, after studying, after listening to the session, I hope you have clear with the session, and now you will come to know about the importance of the motivation, okay. Because only with the proper motivation the employees in the organization can be boost to do the work. Even in the individual case also, sometimes we need someone to motivate us, only then we will feel like working, okay. So hope you are clear with the session. Any organization for that matter, the employees are the backbone of the organization, and with the organization has have to take the employees into consideration, okay. Only then the employee, they will feel motivated to do the work. So here in motivation we have two types, that is financially we can motivate the employees, and even non-financially motivate the employees. Totally the employee should feel as they are secure, and only with that mindset they will work for the organization, and only then the organization they can think of achieving the objectives. Hope you are clear with the session. Thank you.